Hi there, today we'll be doing a full body Pilates strength workout. And I wanted to read, I'm just going to read out of Daniel. It's in chapter 10, right here. Okay, and so I'm just going to read one small verse out of this chapter. And so it says, "Then he continued, 'Do not be afraid, Daniel, since the first day that you set your mind to gain understanding and to humble yourself before your God, your words were heard. And I have come in response to them." I wanted to read that specific one. This is a great passage to read, Daniel chapter 10. And so it talks about when Daniel was in grief, he had a vision about an upcoming war, and he was grieving, and so he began to fast and pray. And then that's the angel that's speaking there, coming to Daniel and telling him that the very first day that he started to fast, to humble himself before the Lord by fasting and praying, that the angel was sent. And so that's just what I wanted to talk about today. So let's start. We're going to start exercising, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. So bring your hands so that your wrists are under your shoulders, about shoulder width apart. Your knees are under your hips, and then tuck your toes under. And you're just going to lift up here. It's called bear crawl, but it's like a stationary bear crawl. I'm going to time it here. Good, so hold it here, just looking down towards your mat, really starting to warm up, working out your legs, your arms. And so Daniel humbled himself by praying and by fasting. And what I just wanted to say is that is just such a good verse right there to remind us on how God intervenes, how heaven intervenes for us when we pray. Bring your knees down. So God hears. We're going into bird dog here. God hears our prayers, and he sent an angel, and it might have taken 21 days, as it later goes. He got held up, he said, by the Prince of Persia, which I think is a principality, demonic force, and the Archangel Michael came to help him. But just knowing that our prayers are heard, and when we pray, that something happens, right? When we pray, he came in response to his prayer. Good, so let's hold it here. So he came in response to his prayer. So just remembering that when you pray, heaven's interceding for you. God intercedes. Like, heaven intercedes. It helps us, but it's also our job. We've got to pray. We've got to ask God to help. Whatever situation you have or friend you want to pray for, pray. Because God hears our prayers, and he sends us help. He helps us. Anyway, I was reading Daniel this week, and I thought, I'm just going to share that little piece there. Okay, so switching sides here. So other side, just holding it. We're holding for about 30 seconds. Good. And then we're going to come back to our stationary bear crawl. And we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. We're going to go a couple more times. Good, starting to feel warmed up a little bit. Coming back, ready, and lifting up. Hold it here. Just looking down towards your mat. Good, we've got about 10 seconds left. Good, and now we're going to stretch out our lower back a little bit. Inhale and look up. Exhale to tuck your tailbone under and round your spine. Such a great lower back stretch. Inhale and exhale. I like doing this one in Pilates because when you round your spine here, in Pilates, a lot of the time we're in a rounding motion, like in a rounding sort of position. Good, coming back to neutral. Okay, and one more time. Let's hold it here for 30 seconds. Take your knees up. So our knees are up in this one. Bear crawl, stationary bear crawl. Good, let's go for 10 more seconds. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was a great one for the quads. You want an alternative to squats? Like, that's a good one. Okay, so now I want to go to, we're going to do some half roll downs. And so thinking about that position we were just in, you arch your back and look up, and then you round your tailbone. And so right here, we're going to be in this position here. This is like a half roll up we're going to do. You want to flex your feet and squeeze your thighs together. Your hands are out, your palms face each other. Now relax your shoulders. It's easy sometimes to go like this, so just always relax your shoulders. And now I want you to think of that rounded spine. So your shoulders are still relaxed, they're not rounding, but inside when you tuck your spine, so you pull your belly button inward. So let's try it again. Squeeze your belly button, just staying here. And back to neutral. Now squeeze, tuck, 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 tuck. And release. Tuck, 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 tuck. So almost as if someone's about to punch you in the stomach and you're bracing yourself. So brace yourself, pull in, round your spine a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna come down here and back up. So inhale up and exhale to tuck and roll down. Good, inhale. And exhale. Good, and now inhale, and I want you to exhale and stay here. Stay here. You can stay here just like this, or you can lift up one leg. Good, working your core. Good. And relax, come up. Okay, so now we're going to do some full roll-ups. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do it. So one is you can keep doing here, hold it. The other one is a little more modified as well. So it's inhale as you come back. Good, and then exhale as you come. Well, that's a full one, sorry. Exhale as you come up. So this is a full roll-up. I'll give you the modification next time. So inhale, this is the full roll-up. And exhale as you come forward. The modification, same thing. You inhale as you go back, but as you exhale, you lift up your feet and bend your knees, and that makes it a little easier. Or you can do the half roll down. So let's do about 6 more. Good. Exhale to come forward. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. Pilates is slow, controlled movements. 2, inhale, exhale, squeeze your feet and your thighs together as you come up. You want to squeeze, so come up and squeeze your thighs, your feet together. I think we're at 4, or maybe 3. Let's do 3 more. We'll make it maybe 6 or 7. 1, good. Again, you can do the modified version or half roll-ups. Good. And we're going to finish doing a couple more half roll-ups. So one more time here, come here to tuck, and we're going to hold it here this time. Bring one knee in, and then the other. And exhale. 8, keep going for 8 more. And relax, good job. Okay, so now we're gonna come into a bridge. So lying on your back, good. And now thinking about that tuck. I want you to think of pressing your tailbone, your lower back, pressing it into the mat. So see, watch. Here, I'll just put my arms up here so you can see. This is neutral, and this is tuck. See how I press my lower back into the mat. So you want to connect it into the mat. You can imagine as if you're on a sandy beach. Let's try a couple pelvic tucks. Imagine if you're on a sandy beach and you're just gently imprinting your pelvis into the mat. Okay, so from here, you're going to start the bridge. So with your hands down, pressed into the mat, shoulder blades pressed in, the back of your arm, even your triceps, you can feel them. Really feel your body anchoring you below, like on the mat. So feel your feet pressing in, feel your body on the mat. Now tuck, and now slowly let each vertebrae come up. Good, feet are about hip width apart, pressed into the mat. Now slowly let each vertebrae come back down. Okay, so now we're gonna hold it here, so slowly come up. And you have this option here to slowly come up. Or if you would like, you can lift up one leg, and we're gonna do a flex and a point for 2. We're going for 12, 3, or just stay in a regular bridge, 4. Good, 5, 6, 7, keep going. Good, and now we're gonna hold it here. Hold it here. Good, same leg, same leg. Really, really working out that one glute, that one side. You'll really feel it a lot on the side where the foot's pressed in. You'll feel your hamstrings, the back of your legs, your lower back, your glutes. Good. And back down. We'll switch to the other side, or you can stay in the bridge as well. So ready? Anchor your body, tuck your pelvis, make an imprint into the mat as you slowly come up now. And you can stay here like this, or you can also just have one leg lifted like this. And we're gonna go for 12. You can also just keep your leg lifted. 11, 10, 10 or 12. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, and hold it here. 20 seconds. 20 seconds, hold it here. Really working your glutes. Pressing your arms into the mat, using your body to anchor you. Your hands are pressed in. Chin is tight, slightly tucked. And good, hold it up here and slowly now come back down. Feeling each vertebrae. Good, okay. So now, keeping your lower back tucked in, again, thinking of that pelvic tuck, grabbing your hands behind your head, and just make a nice hammock with your hands. So think about just totally relaxing your head into your hands, and your elbows are open. So you should see them in your peripheral vision. Okay, you're gonna exhale as you come up and back down. So this is just a chest lift. Good, exhale. Always as you come up, look towards your stomach. So just avoiding looking up to the ceiling. Good, and now you're gonna bring your opposite shoulder to your opposite knee. So doing a little bit of a twist here to each side. Give a big exhale, letting your shoulder blade come right up. So really see if you can lift a little more. Just letting your hands support your head, and looking to either side of your hip as you come up. You can also do this with your legs in tabletop. And good. Now we're going to take it down. So now we're going to do something called crisscross. And you can either do this one, or you can keep doing the one we were just doing. So just going side to side, otherwise crisscross. So you're up here like this, your legs are in tabletop, and again, your lower back is connected into the mat, and you're just gonna bring your opposite shoulder towards your opposite knee. Breathing out, exhale. Pushing through your legs, almost as if you push something out of the way. Bring your shoulder blades up. And now hold it here. And hold it to the other side. And coming back down. Good. Now bringing your legs up. Again, keeping that lower back pressed into the mat. Pressing your hands into the mat. And really bringing your heels together. Okay, so lower your legs as far down that you're not arching up your back. So if you come down here, your back's starting to arch, like here or up here, then come up a little bit. So it's harder down here than it is up here. Okay, and you're just going to go side to side. This is called tick-tock. And this one is really good for your lower abdominals, your obliques, the side of your torso. And now we're going to add a little circle. So you can stay with tick-tock or come into corkscrew, which is a little circle. Again, nice and controlled. Keeping your hands pressed into the mat. And watch that your shoulder blades don't come up. So keep your shoulders pressed into the mat. You're not going too far. It's just about to either side of the mat. Or maybe for the circle, a little smaller. Your shoulders are pressed into the mat. Hands are pressed in. Really working your whole body, feeling your whole body working. Letting your hands press in, your triceps, the back of your arms pressed into the mat. Make a nice circle. Good. And bring your knees in. Good. And lifting your legs up here for one more time. So pressed in here. One more time. Circles. We're going to go for 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Now we're going to try one more thing. I just want you to come down here and circle back up. Come down, circle up. We're going to go 6 more. Bring your lower back pressed into the mat. Lowering as far down that's comfortable for you. Where your back is connected to the mat. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do some side leg lifts. Okay, I'm going to time this one. Where's my timer? Right here. Okay. So this one, we're going to, so you can be like this. Some people prefer to be like this. So if you're up here, just watch that your elbow is below your shoulders and see that you're up tall like this and not slouching. I prefer to do it down here. Okay. So straighten out your legs and then now tighten your core. Think of bringing your ribs together and have your hands supporting you in front. And you're going to do the same sort of point and flex that we did when we did the bridge. So you're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Working your outer thighs. Point and flex, keeping your core tight and really using that bottom half of your body to anchor you. Feeling your leg pressed into the mat, your hand, feeling the mat underneath you, supporting you. Good, point and flex. Good, and now I want you to lift your leg up here, bring your knee into in towards your chest and kick out. This activates a little more into your glutes. Good. Good, keep going. And last one, hold it here and back. Now one more thing, we're gonna do 20 of these kickstands. So keep your heels together and you're just lifting up. So working your outer thighs, but a little more into your obliques, the side of your torso. 4, 5, 6, keep going. Kind of looks like a kickstand. 14, 15, 16, keep going. 19 and 20, hold it here. And relax. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side right away. Sometimes I forget if I don't do it right away, so. Okay, so now coming back into a comfortable position, again, letting the lower half of your body anchor you. Bring your hand in front of your chest, supporting you, and knit your ribs together nice and tight, okay? And we're gonna go for 1 minute. Flex and point. Sorry, point and flex. Point and flex. Good. And try and get as much range of motion as you can. Try and go as high as you can. If your hip's clicking, then do less, right? But go smaller if your hip's clicking. And again, exercises should feel good. So if anything is hurting, don't do it. You should feel the burn. You'll feel it like, ooh, that, you can feel that working. But nothing should ever be painful. So just stop. If anything's painful, then just don't do the exercise. Good. And now bring your leg up here, knee in, and kick out. Again, using the bottom half of your body to anchor you, pressing into your hand. Your leg is pressed into the mat. Good. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here and back down. Okay. So now we're going to do some kickstands. So you're kicking up 2, 3, 4 for 25. 15 and 20, hold it here. And relax. Good, so the next one we're gonna do, I call this tease. It's for your upper back. So, I'll have to move my mat just a tiny bit. Okay, so you're looking down towards the mat. So your nose is facing the mat. And your arms are out, making a T shape with your arms. And your feet are on the floor, just like this. And so your head's just down like this to start. Okay, so your forehead is on the mat. And now what you want to do is you want to glide your shoulder blades together and down. So bring your arms up, gliding your shoulder blades together and down as you come up. Good. So your thumbs are pointed up. Good, shoulder blades together and down. Nice T shape with the arms. Move a little bit more this way. There we go. And now I want you to point your thumbs down. Same thing, coming up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you come up. Tops of the feet are on the floor. Getting a little more into your upper back. And now thumbs back up and pulse it here. Good, now thumbs up and down. And relax your hands down. Now bring your hands one on top of the other and bring your forehead on your hands. And now I just want you to make a V shape with your feet, and just like this, and lift up your legs. So if you can't lift up your knees, that's okay, but try and lift up enough so that your knees are lifted up, and you're just gonna click your heels together with your head down like this. Click your heels. I call this heel beats. Kind of do this in between Pilates exercises. And it just really gets a little more into the hamstring, the back of the leg, your glutes. Good. Click, click, click. Nice V. Lifting your legs right up. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Click, 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 click. And relax. Okay. Now we're going to go into some back extensions with a little bit of a bicep, so the front of your arm. So you're going to turn your palms so they're facing up. Okay, so we got a little bit of our full body in here. Okay, so now your feet are pressed into the mat, the tops of your feet. And I just want you to gently lift up into a back extension. So looking down towards the mat, and your hands are here, palms face up and back down. Up. Tops of the feet are on the floor. Now you can lift up your feet as well and come back down. Lift up your feet, come back down. Just letting your nose come towards the mat, looking down. And now hold it up here to a back extension, and your palms are still facing up. And now just pulse your palms, or pulse your arms. Holding it to a back extension. And relax down. Now we're going to come into a plank. So you can do plank on your elbows if you prefer, like this, if you don't want to do it on your knees. Otherwise, we're going to do some plank with toe touches. So you're going to come up here like this. You're going to reach your toe and back down. Do 2 more after this, and then we'll hold the plank. And we're going to hold it here. Let's hold it for about 45 seconds. So you can come down onto your knees if you need to. Okay. Or if you would like to add a little more intensity, you can lift up one leg and then the other. Keeping your nose facing towards the mat. 30 seconds left. Good, working your core. Also like planks because you really feel it in your upper body too, your shoulders, your core, lower back, abdominal muscles. Good, 15 seconds. And relax into shell stretch. Good. And now, coming into coming onto your back, and we're going to come into figure 4 stretch. So bringing one ankle just above your knee. You can grab the back of your thigh if you like. Push it into your chest, just giving your glutes and your outer thighs a good stretch. It's been about half an hour, so let's do a nice stretch here. Then we're going to do one more core exercise, and then we're finished. Good, and now switching to the other side. Go to that shell stretch, the one we just did before that one. That one's a really good one for your lower back. And last exercise. So again, you want to have your legs in tabletop position and tuck your lower back into the mat. You're going to make a V shape with your leg again, but really we're going to try and activate our inner thighs. So push your heels together, really push your heels together and out. So push as hard as you can. Squeeze your heels together. Really, really feel your inner thighs working as well as your lower abdominals. Good. And kicking out as low as you can that you're able to keep your lower back connected to the mat. So it might be up here, or it might be down here, keeping your lower back connected into the mat and really pressing your heels together. Press together. Good. Pressing your hands into the mat. Shoulder blades are pressed into the mat, lower back pressed in. Knees in, rock side to side. Good. And we'll slowly come up here. All right, great job today. Thank you so much for joining me, and